Hi, in this short video I'm just going to show you how easy it is to create a component based on the geometry or other components in your assembly. So what we've got is a robot here, and what I want to do is create a hub that's going to hold the drive shaft and the bearings, all that in position. Again, I'm just going to turn off the components I don't need using the visibility states, so we just need the side plate and the drive shaft being shown and the bearings. And I've also, just to save a bit of time, already created a section plane based on the center line of the drive shaft. So we're just going to activate that. What we're going to do is look at our top view, and we're going to create a sketch, 2D drafting and polyline. So now we can snap to the edges or midpoints of components we've already got there. I've got my ortho turned on, so we're just going to come out horizontally here. And then we're going to position there. I know we've got a bolt that's going to go through here, so I'm just going to make sure we've got some clearance there. And then we'll just take it up the top, and again use a track command, just get everything in the right position, so we know we're dead level with the end of that bearing. And again we're just going to track there, so the bearing sits in there as we want it to. And there we have it. So we've got our profile. What we want to do now is revolve this around the center line of our shaft. So we're just going to go to our modeling command, choose revolve, select our profile, and just say we want to go from the midpoint or center point of our drive shaft to the other end, and it's going to be 360 degrees. So we get full rotation. So that's our hub basically created, and you see, very, very quick, very, very easy. What I now want to do is just add some extra features to that. So I'm just going to turn off the section view. And also these other components I don't actually need, so I'm going to turn everything else off. And then we're just going to add a fillet on these sharp edges. Just make that a 3mm fillet. What I now want to do is add some holes in here so I can bolt it to the side of the robot and save a bit of time. I've created a block. So we can come in here. So now I can drag in my holes block. This has been created on the BC subtract layer, so it's going to act as a cutting tool effectively. So I want to position this on my block, or my hub. So I just want to come into that face here. And we just choose the center of that component there. So that's now created the holes for us, as I say, because it's on the BC subtract layer. And just to show you this, if I go to my layers command, if I turn on BC subtract, you can now see the block, and if I turn the layer off, you just see the result, which is the holes. So now I can bring other components back in, so I need to align the holes in the hub to the holes in the side plate. So I'm just going to select my component, and I'm just going to use the manipulator, and I'm going to rotate this around. Again, we could put a dimension in here and use a constraint to align the centers of the holes. I'm just doing this a little bit rough and ready so we can see what we're actually doing. So there's roughly the right place. But straight away we can see that the holes don't align. Now luckily, when I created the block for the holes, I added some parameters to it. So we can simply go to our parameters, find the holes, and we'll change that radius to 45. Now we can see the holes are all aligned. So with that done, we can come back to our view, turn everything back on again. As you can see, everything fits perfectly. Bearings are safely mounted, and we can just bolt that straight on. If you wanted one on the other side, just do a mirror, copy, paste, whatever you prefer. So as you see, nice and easy to do. Hope you enjoyed that. Thank you very much.